Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are going to be finishing out the Berserker here, and hopefully the second invasion. Now, the second invasion here is going to be extra super difficult, and I'm going to try and shed some light on how to make it a little simpler, but it is still going to be extra super difficult. Same thing with the Berserker here. We are going to be running Prometheus in such a way that gets us blocking, I-core, and then unleashing a whole lot of damage with our gifts here. And since we will be normal mobility, we do get a 10% increase, but then we get a 50% decrease on our damage on this big boy. So as we get into the fight here, you'll notice that we can use a couple of items here to make our lives a little bit easier here, but we can go about simply defending against this guy, because we can block anything and everything he has to offer. And so it is very, very nice that we are able to actually use literally anything and everything here to destroy this guy. Okay, and that's maybe a free backstep. Okay. And you can see there that as we block everything, we have an increased amount of defense here that we have, just because of the fact that we can actually, you know, defend really, really well against this guy, and we can just keep defending super hard against all of his attacks, and there's really nothing that he can do against it. And Execution and Dusk Edge and all of these things here are super good defensive abilities here. And we can constantly, you know, defend against all of this because he can't do anything. And since we have really good defense, you know, there's really nothing he can do. And it's a super simple, super easy, very, very, very basic way to go about dealing with this guy, and there's really no problems that you need to worry about. So very, very fun, simple block and smash kind of attack pattern here. And so then as we get into the second build, this is going to be a little bit weird, so bear with me for a second. So the second invasion is probably the hardest invasion in the entire game, and so it is going to be quite grueling to get through here, and I will do my best to explain up front what is happening, and then we will try our best to actually get through it. So for the slender purple ladies, you want to go for Ice Slash, right? Then for the big ladies, you want to go for Pierce Lightning. And so we don't have any Pierce Lightning that we can do, but we do have the Damarung, and we have Iron Will. And so as long as we aren't getting hit by the purple ladies to be inhibited, we will have some pretty decent slash and pierce resist, which is what everybody will be doing to us, and we should be okay. That's kind of a misnomer here, because as we get into the fight, you'll notice that we will be ganged up on by several many enemies, and it is going to be a slog fest all the way to the very end. And so it is important that we actually go for a a couple of items here along the way in order to get as much as much charge attacks as possible, in order to get the most damage reduction that's possible. And you'll notice that with Blade Dance, it's going to be extra super good here as we go along, because this weapon does a whole bunch of like double swings and stuff, and so we will be given a couple of opportunities there to go for like all the extra double swings and such, and so we will be able to take advantage of those very, very well as we go along. Okay, definitely have to get rid of this monkey here. Ouch. Okay. Ouch. Launch time. Not lunch time. Launch time. Okay. Ouch. Dead. Okay, you come here. Yeah, please don't go after Io right now. Thank you. Okay, they're all here after me. Okay, so let's help out Io here. Okay. And let's get this going, and Blade Dance. Let's get that going. Okay. Oh boy, here we go. And let's go for a charge attack here. Io's getting slammed. I'm getting slammed. Io's dead. Okay. Okay, and now we need ice because we are going after these ladies here. Let's see if we can just go all the way around. Sorry, Io. That's how it rolls. Okay. Good. Okay. Oh, jeez. Get up. Okay. Let's go ahead and heal. And you can see that we're able to, actually take a couple of these hits here as we go along, because we do have quite a bit of effort here that we've put into, our damage abilities to take hits. Okay, good. And unfortunately, that big lady is still here. The one that you enter the arena with. And there's a stupid couple monkeys here. Ouch, we're dead. Okay, whew. Yes, very intense. Now, we probably should bring a healing item along for Io, but the idea is to get as much chance to use Iron Will and the charge attack on the Damarung to keep that multiplicative 25% damage resistance on your character as much as possible. And if you can't, then, I mean, you are kind of leaving some ability on the table, so to speak, because this amount of damage here is very, very good. As you can see, we only lost about 400 HP there, which is pretty rare to have that amount of HP loss, because the amount of damage these enemies do in this game, in the new game plus here, is super high. Okay, let's go for a couple more attacks, and because we have a halberd, the attack pattern lends itself very, very well to interacting with Blade Dance very, very well. Okay. Ouch. Okay, let's go for this, and let's go for lightning. What am I stuck on? Okay. Okay, let's go for some backstabs here. Let's try and get rid of this lady as much as we can. Now let's see if we can get rid of her, because this would be a permanent loss for them. Okay, let's heal. Okay. Good. And you'll notice that the damage will start to load up here quite a bit because of Blade Dance that we were starting to kill very, very quickly there at a certain point. Okay, good. Let's get Blade Dance going again. Where are they? Okay. And since we were hitting multiple enemies there, we were able to collect up a whole bunch of damage hits from Blade Dance. Good. And you can see there we were starting to waste them down pretty quick there. Okay, very, very good. And now that we have ice, those those purple ladies will go away very, very quickly. Not so much the big thickums here, but the... Okay, good. That's a... Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know how we got that off. Whoops. Okay, great. Okay, mission accomplished. So you can see there that the conjunction of the double spin halberd with Blade Dance all together, it really does make for some really, really good work put in here to make up for like a whole bunch of damage buffs and everything. And because we're element matching, we're even able to do a whole lot more damage. And we had pretty good I-core recovery because of the Devour version. And we had a pretty good amount of solid damage that we were always up at here. 1336 is pretty decent as we go along, and having enough stamina to account for everything here at 357 is pretty good. And then having the damage reduction between these two really saved us, and having some pretty decent slash and pierce resist there is also very, 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 very helpful. So you'll notice that as we kind of just saunter through the rest of the area here, we'll have to get a little bit of I-core here and such before we press on with the gift onslaught here. But you'll notice that like normally as the halberd works here, it really doesn't have any damage that is super significant or amazing or incredible until we start stacking on the element match and Blade Dance all together, because every single swing that you take with this thing is another 5%. Right? And since you swing several different times with this halberd, it really does make for some very amazing, incredible damage increases that are, a little bit not thought of in the traditional sense. Because typically it's like you want to buff stack, along the way in order to make sure that you get the highest damage possible. But because the invasion is so long, you want to go for as much damage as possible, because you have an insanely high stamina value. You can constantly swing through each attack, and you're constantly increasing the damage with every single one of those swings. So having high stamina and Blade Dance is a very, very, very preferred method of how to go about proccing that. And I'm actually kind of surprised that it only took us 2 attempts. 1 attempt to kind of get down there, kind of get the feel of it, and the second attempt to win. Typically that is not how that one goes. Typically that is extra not fun, and you can go on and on and on, and you know, with the pain that ensues down there. And you can see that you can constantly just be swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging, and you really don't ever run out of stamina almost. And having the damage reduction as well, plus the 54 on slash resist as well. I mean, having quick mobility and having this very, very high slash resist motif is very, very, very hard to come by. But for Prometheus, this is kind of like an everyday kind of experience here. So very, very nice that we have that ability to tap into here as we continue to engage with these different enemies here. And you can see that even though our stamina, we were almost able to kill her in one go, because we constantly stagger these enemies, and then they end up staggering so much. But because we have so much stamina here, we are able to constantly recover faster than what they can put out. So it's very, very, very nice. Can I launch you, please? Thank you. And right there, I mean, we're doing, you know, bonkers amounts of damage just for a launch attack. And so it's very, very, very nice that we are able to do these kinds of attacks, and at the same time be able to, you know, be able to constantly engage the enemy without really the fear of getting comboed to death. If you remember our first build in the Cathedral, we were like getting combo blasted all the time by the enemies and everything, and now we are able to completely withstand everything while at the same time having really good, decent damage to put out on the enemy. And when you come across these ladies, you just go for that ice, and look at that. I mean, just completely shredded because of what this halberd is as a slash with one pierce move, but because it's slash ice, you're getting like, you know, a 40% damage increase just because of the weapon itself. So we'll call it here for today, and then tomorrow we'll finish out the Cathedral, and we'll see another set of builds, or we'll see another build that we'll take to Aurora, and then we'll finish it out from there. But yeah, Prometheus still going strong here with some physical builds, with some element builds, with some gift builds, with some weapon gift builds, and all kinds of different things. And it's really amazing how versatile this build is, or this blood code is, and I hope you guys are starting to see some of that as we go along here. So we'll see you tomorrow for the finishing out the Cathedral. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you then. Bye.